everybody, welcome back to the Lazy Gamers and Prison Architect. And yes, we did go ahead and finish up this section here, get that done. We are going to do solitary cells right down here, and figured out that this will be, we will put canteens in here, but we will have to figure out a place for them to get out here. We'll put a wall right here, and we'll need to make a run out to what's going to be the yard when we do that. So we got to remember that, and we probably need to make one out in the middle. I don't know. We could put a door right here through there, and put some whatchamacallits. Those whatchamacallits. The metal detectors on there, and that might work because we're gonna have to have some in here anyway. So. But we definitely want some before they went out to the yard if they got any utensils out there. So that's something have to kind of give or take on. But we're going to put some solitary cells down here to finish up this bottom. So what I'm going to do is come in here on my quick build and zoom in here. Now, zoom. And we're going to clone. That. Okay, so that should allow me to come over here. Now remember, when we open, we're going to buy this space down here, and we're going to have a hallway running across here, at least, you know, through the prison right there. And so just remember that as we're doing this, we're going to have a hallway there. So I was thinking about that as we were doing this. And we're going to start it right here for now. So yeah, it'll be there. So even though we're there like so, this will be some pretty simple solitary units. So the reason I mention that is because we're going to have these doors right here. So we're going to have that all working in order to go. We're going to have that hallway in order to make this work right. But we need solitary units over here so they don't have to run all the way across the way for solitary. And there's going to be a lot of inmates here, so whether we have these solitary be for the minimum or we make these bottom ones for another station down there is whichever way we go. But I am going to go ahead and break right there to have a hallway come in here. I think that is just a good move. And so we'll keep coming right across. Now we're going to go all the way down here. I think this will work out nicely for the number of solitary unit cells. I think we'll get a good number in here. Hopefully this evens out. But got it right. It's going to come pretty close to a pretty good even number. Well, see, so we offset this hallway, and that's okay. That's okay to offset that hallway for what we got going on, I think. It's just offset just a little bit, just one wall. And that's okay. I could even say, no, we want, you know, double wall there, but we're not going to. We're going to offset it. That'll give them a way to get down in there if they need to. So, get all these done. And they are smacking them together. And we're not playing in fast mode. We're playing in normal mode. So, and they seem to be keeping up, so there's no reason to go to the fast. And I don't know how many cells we're going to have, but we're going to have a pretty good number, but we're going to have a pretty good number of prisoners as well. And look at that up there. We're at 964 prisoners and a little bit over $5 million in the hole. So that is insane. Which I find funny that the game would complain about that, which it will if you're not on the unlimited funds and the no event thing where they can fire you. Because, I mean, what does it cost to build a prison these days? $20-30 million. But it is a game, so I mean, it makes sense to a point. It's a game. A game, a game, a game. Okay. Oh, man. We are just cranking this out. I love it. We're getting busy. I may, at the end of this, go ahead and buy this down here and go ahead and have them start building, the foundation down there. So while we're working on, in fact, I'll probably do that next as soon as I get this done. Have them go ahead and build the bottom foundation while I'm working on other things. It may not be the whole foundation. Because we need to do a segregated unit as well, which I'm not sure if the segregated unit, I think I'm going to do that as more of a dorm style, because it's just for minimum, or so yeah. And I'll probably just, when I buy this, I'll probably just do like a section in here. I'll make the hallway, and then we'll do a section in here or something, for that minimum security. So let's go ahead and kill our budget a little bit more. $240,000 and buy all that below us. Takes a second, but we own all of this now. Okay. And I haven't decided, we're going to do a normal I haven't decided if I'm going to break this up and do like a unit, what do I want to call this? Like a minimum security and then a complete max security, because those are really, you have to mess with. So I may do something down here for medium, and then I don't know for the max if I'm going to do anything for them just yet. And I don't know really if I just want to break this up and do just like a small area down here. I may just want to do a small area down here and redo that and do it kind of like up here, but do them for the protected custody. That's the one, the protective, I think that's what they call it. Let me look here, it'll tell us. Protected only, yeah, protected custody. So I think that's what we're going to look at doing. And of course we haven't got this all laid out yet. You know, we could easily do this just for the heck of it for now, but we'll change all that. It's something, it's flashing for some reason. It's open to the outside or unsecured, I think is what that means. But which it probably is unsecured. I mean, really, think about it. So let's go ahead and come on in here and let's build a foundation down here. We'll have a, whoa! Now this one, we got red. I'm gonna bring it up just a little bit. And the reason I'm bringing it up just a little bit is in case we need to go and put our wall in here. So I'm not sure if we're going to need to go any farther down, but I want them to go ahead and start getting that built up for the moment. So that's going to be what I want to get done. And they're saying they're blocked, so I'm going to go ahead and say, let's go in here to material, demo walls. Let's demo those walls here. So they can get in here. That way they can get down there. So that's the idea there. Is they can get down in there. There's no reason they can't at this point. So there we go. And yeah, oh, well, I stopped it right there. I don't know why. I actually should come on right on over. But we'll see there. That'll be a staff door to go out. And yeah, I think I'm going to have him come through here with some whatchy-me-jiggers. Those things again. I can't. Why can I not recall what they are called? I don't know. I know what they're called. I thought I kept it. I guess it doesn't keep it. Okay. I don't thought so. Okay. Get on over here. Get on over there. Oh, I know what they're called. I know what they're called. Those thingy-majiggers. Yeah, metal detectors. Why I can't remember. Get that name thumped in my head. I don't know why. Alrighty. There we go, guys. That wraps that right up, so we'll have plenty of cells down there. I am very interested in how many prisoners we're going to be able to hold after we get this done. It's going to be a few. It's going to be a few, which is okay. I'm good with a bunch, because we need 5,000. I'm wondering if after we get this laid out, we'll have our 5,000 made up. I'm going to start laying them out in here. I mean, I am going to do the same thing up here that I did down there. At least that was the plan. Was to come right up here. The issue that I have here, and I really wasn't planning on building the hallway up there. Let me see here. Is this the same spacing? It really isn't the same spacing. At all. It's not the same spacing. It's out a little bit farther. So I'm not sure if I'm going to build cells up there. I may. We'll just play with that. We may not do that. So, let's get down here. Woo, bingo. Bingo, bingo, bango. And we need to copy. We need to copy a cell here. There we go. We need to copy that cell. And bring it right up. Yep, right up to there. By doing all the walls and everything, I don't have to remember. Just put it right, overlap it, and keep running. That actually does. It is pretty nice to be able to do it that way. And then I just gotta get them lined up at the end, and then keep cranking along. This is gonna be. If I do one, if I could really gauge it right, I could do one like this, and then come up and gauge how many I need to come over, and that would just be too difficult, you know, to do all that. But what I might do, I'm thinking, trying to think of, is there an easier way to do this? You know, so I don't have to keep going back and forth, copy paste. I think what I'm gonna have to do is come here and do this. I think I'm gonna have to get in here and literally just go here. You know, the walls. Like so. Yeah. Okay, back up. Come up. Come up. Okay. Something like that. Which. Okay. So it's going to be like that, and then we're going to have a 3-space walkway. It'll be zoomed back in here. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. And then we we need 5. We need 1. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 6. The issue is getting everything lined up right. That's a pain. That is a big pain trying to line all this up. Because you come in here and then see it won't be here. It'd have to be, that would be, see, I did 5 and that's wrong. Because see, I got to do a cell in here. And then, so that's just a pain in that. Just a pain in the keister trying to do it that way. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to clone and stop and clone, stop and clone. So what I might do to make this my life a little easier, instead of going all the way down. Okay, so then what I need is to clone that bad boy there. I might just do rows here. I kind of get a feeling for it. Yeah. And just do a few, so do like up to there. See, and then I've got to clone again because I got to come back. So it helps, but the monotony of it is figuring out now between here. I need enough space between here for that. So I need there to be 1. That's not going to do it. 2. So I come in here. And there's going to be walls. Not there. There we go. There's going to be a wall here. Right on that. There'll be a wall. Okay, and then it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And that would be my next line for this cell. Go right there. Yeah, that'd be the next spot. I'm just going to do this first row up. And so that way, whoa, we got off there. See, we got completely off there. So we got completely off. I have to go back into objects and dismantle and just I have to cancel everything because I got it off. And then I'll have to go into rooms. See, so that was a big waste because I got it off. I got the wall off by 1. And just right click all that out. So that's nothing. Now I gotta go back into quick. Well, this could be a real pain in the butt. That's what this is gonna be, is a real pain in the butt. I can then feel it. And feel it, I can see it. So there we go. Because I got the wall and everything, I have to do that. So it's going to take a minute. There's no doubt about that. It's going to take a minute to get this all filled in. Because that's a lot of space with a lot of prisoners. So I bet you, and at 4 per cell, boy howdy, I bet you we're going to have, oh, bet you we get a couple thousand in here. So we might just maybe have our number count with this and having the extra cells just because that's an appropriate. We want a prison that handles all of everybody. We want it to handle everything. So that is something that just may have to happen. And it looks like something that those cells aren't coming to fruition for some reason. Here, oh, it's got a wall there that's not done, but it's just waiting. So they're building and cranking on that, and we're going to keep designing this. So what do we got here for time-wise? Yeah, okay. For time-wise, it doesn't show me. Oh, I thought that showed me how long it'd been recording. I guess it doesn't. Ain't that a poo? Okay, well, we'll keep going for a little bit longer. I just don't want to bore you guys with this. You obviously know what I'm doing, so I mean, I can do this, fill that in, why things are going, and when I start getting lights on, we'll go through that and do that. As we add, electrical and all that stuff, we'll do more of that. But I think that the real thing is we got to build this, and we've got to build this. We'll get a few prisoners in here, and then this is going to be the protective custody area. And if we need to, we can always come up here and add to whatever we need to add to. As for security-wise, I think we've got plenty of particular, maximum. Whoa, I didn't want you. That is not what I want. I wanted to look at this. So this kind of tells us what we got. Maximum safe capacity is 964 prisoners. So we got shared capacity, so minimum security, because that's what we got. We don't have them. Is 446. Maximum security is 398. And we can hold up to 120 death row inmates, which they make quite a bit of cash, if I remember right. Let's look at what we get. Let's go intake. Yeah, $2,500 for that. It's $1,000 for maximum security. So those are the income majors, and then the medium, they do 500, and the minimum they do the minimum does 300, and they don't give you. So I don't think, as far as this goes, Supermax only. I'm not going to do Supermax facility. I'm just not going to worry about that because we're not getting paid any more for dealing with that. If they're being stupid, we'll put them in the max area. That's how I'm going to look at it. So when we get started actually playing the prison, right now it's all in the design phase, if I could speak here. So minimum security isn't going to make us a lot of money, but there's going to be a lot of prisoners in it. So, and right now we've got 300 prisoners and one of each. So that's, pretty good chunk of change ready to come into the prison once we start accepting prisoners. So, and we will open them up, and we will have to really just maintain and see what happens and go do that, and we'll just we'll do fill capacity. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to bring them in as it brings them in to give us time to play with the game. Build a capacity, it just doesn't make sense. I mean, I could, but what would be the point in that? I don't think that'd be right. That would make it true or legit, in my opinion. So we're gonna build it, and then we'll start playing it. Anyway, guys, that's gonna be today's episode. I'm going to continue to lay this out for us, get this part laid out and designed out, and I'm gonna work myself up to here, getting those laid in there, and I will show you that when I get that done here in a few minutes. And so then we'll call that an episode once I get that done, and then we'll start after that. We'll start working all the way down here, and again, there's no reason to show this part, I don't think, but we won't design anything else without you knowing. Now, if you think that I should show you the same thing over and over again about, click and click, 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 what I'm going to do is clone these all in, I'll be more than happy to, but I just think it'd be a waste of everybody's time. So I'm going to go ahead and get this part done so you can kind of see that the layout's going to somewhat look like, and then we can finish cloning these out, and I'll get those laid out, and we'll come back after, well, even if I don't get these laid out, we'll come back and design this out and make sure we're staying up on things, and I'll keep working on this. So we'll mix it up. So I will be right back. Okay, guys, welcome right back. That was quick, wasn't it? Have a quick development, I think, and I'm going to get these laid out to do that, but my thought was I was trying to figure out how to make this a little bit easier on myself, and so I could just do a square, skip for the maintenance hallway, do a square But what comes out of it is right here is, yeah, there's not enough room to put anything else in here. We are, after we skip, you know, we do this, we'd have to skip 1, 2, 3. There's only like 3, 4, you know, we could basically have to put something up here. We could put a row of cells up there and that would be it. But we'd have this big giant hallway. So we've got to figure out something for this. And I'm not sure what to do there. That is really, I'm not really sure what to do here. My thought is I could close this off right here and add here and then extend this out some to make another set of cells. Which would then allow me to extend this and change the storage unit and all that. So that may be what we end up doing, but I wanted to show you what I did to figure this out. And so I'll show you the end result once I get everything laid out there. And then we'll contemplate what we're going to do here, and I'll have to think about that. But we will at least get all this filled in, and then we'll go from there. So anyway, so you can kind of see we got cells all the way up to here. I was trying a couple different cloning options, trying when cloning, you know, trying to see if I could clone like all the way down to get 2. And it just won't, it actually won't do it. That's plain. Let me go ahead and click go on the phone. See, and I got these 2 to work, but it's only 2. So, but I can come up here and do this now. Kind of puts me on track. So now I can get this first result. Well, heck, we're already recording. Let's just get it done real quick, so you guys can see, so we don't have to add. And that makes more sense to me. See, like that, and then we just have to do zoom in here. We have to do a 1 celler for this way to drop in on these. Right there. So our measurements are off just a hair on this up here, but we'll fix that. I think, again, I think what we're going to have to do is just, see if we can do that. I think it's alright. I'm going to go ahead and do it from down here, lift it up, make sure I got it. And then we'll just come up here, and if I did it right, if I did this right, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spacing. So I measured that out right. So then I can just come up, crank these out here. So you guys can get a good look at what it's going to be. And then of course we got to come down and do clone. And just clone 1 cell to finish that off. There we go. Definitely the benefits of cloning cells and all that, that does save a ton of time. Even though this still takes a little while, it saves a ton of time. So now we got all that done. And you can see, even if we skip, we go, because that would be 3, so 4, 5, about in the middle of the hallway is where we could do. So we're short quite a bit of space. Short quite a bit of space to do another row. But I don't like this big gap unless I'm just going to, I mean, even doing 1 there, that shortens up that hallway. And then you still got a big hallway up there. I don't like that. I don't know if we can do, the other option is, and that's something we didn't think about. Let's look at that, and that is solitary cells. And if we come in and do a clone, like right, oh yeah, we could do a nice little chunk of like that. Would they fit right there? They would fit okay. We'd have a double wall right there. And kind of, so we could do that, just have like a double, have a one-man walkway. So maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do cells like that. Well, we couldn't do, well that's one cell. Okay, this is one. Yeah, it's a one with a wall behind. So that would work. That would be okay. And then we don't have to extend up. So I think I might do that and run those solitary cells. That'd be one on either side of that. Would be, and that would be solitary. I think that's what we'll do. Yeah, I think we're going to do solitary units. That way we don't have to expand. Okay? So now the next progress is to run this all the way across. So anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to let them finish out the foundation, work on that. I will probably go ahead and work on laying this out, getting the rest of these cells in across this way, so we can get that done, so then we can start focusing on the other parts of the prison and knocking that out. So anyway, guys, that's what we're going to do. Please like, please subscribe, man, I can't talk ever. Please subscribe, please like, subscribe, comment. They are appreciated, and remember, that is what you make it, so let's make it a good one.